Welcome, Tamers, to another exciting episode of news that got released today. That's fantastic, and this is the third time recording this because the Blue Yeti doesn't like talking to the camera system anymore, apparently. So, without that happening again, let's get on with this and hope to God I'll have to record this a fourth time. So, Tamers, you can be the world's greatest card player ever in the Digimon Card Game Championship 2021. Organised play is here for the Digimon Card Game 2021 Championships season. Online regionals and offline store championships run from August to December 2021, culminating in the national finals in January 2022. After that, there is a World Championship Finals, where national finalists from around the world compete to be the world's greatest tamer. You call us tamers, please use tamers more often. Schedule: online and offline, August to December. Online regionals, store championships, we'll come back to this in a little bit. National finals, January 2022. Spring 2022 will be the World Championship Finals. I think this is actually quite unique because I think MTG is like Christmas time and then Pokemon is summertime and I think Yu-Gi-Oh is summertime. So having it in spring, if it is spring and not like end of April and more like March, that'd be pretty good. National finalists from around the world compete in the world's greatest players, be tamers. English and Japanese language players battle online with a new non-webcam based system. Yeah, I'm hoping this will be sort of like a dueling book thing, or like Magic the Arena, or Pokemon online arena. So that's just online. You just put your cards in, and or they'll basically say like, hey, look, you're Agita Swiftly, you're the winner from here. Just give us your deck information, and we'll put it in this online system, and then from there onwards, you can just play as if you're playing a card. So hopefully something like that. Or Hearthstone, but obviously it's a whole different format, or Legends of Runeterra. Card games that are good, that obviously work online, are great. So, event dates and details are subject to change. Invites and open finals may differ depending on region. Pricing may differ depending on region. English and Japanese pricing may differ, and more details coming soon. So we don't know anything for pricing, we don't really know what everything is. They're just giving placeholder names for now, but we're going to go through that now and see what we can see. Also, as a sub note, if you didn't know, both the Japanese card list for EX1 has been released, as well as the English BT5 card list has been released. So go have a look, see what you guys like over there. Some really nice stuff in EX1 that's going to basically make that a full support booster. It looks fantastic. Like, it makes certain decks now that are okay, like probably meta. So I do recommend going over there. So after that, let's have a quick online regionals. So, competitive Digimon card game events. Ascend to the next level with the online regionals. Join the events for exclusive 2021 championship promotional items and cards. North American players have the chance to win a coveted final championship invitation. I don't like you're segregating the players more than you already do, because you already segregate them quite a lot. Prize details are subject to change. Pricing may differ depending on country or region. English and Japanese pricing may differ. Event dates: North America. Tournament organisers: Top Cut Events, TAC USA, Carta Magica, and Core TCG. So these are going to be, like, Core TCG is super early. It's the first week of August. This is the same time as the European one. This is at the end, and then this is the second week of August. I do like they obviously are staggering them a little bit more. I don't know if there's like a necessity where you can't enter more than one tournament. So that if you're American and you watch these, thank you for watching. Could you let me know if that's the case? I don't look into the American side of like entering the tournaments just because I don't really need to, but if you can tell me, that'd be fantastic. Latin America, you get the Quacky. Let me know again. 28th of August. That gives you guys enough time hopefully to get your cards. I do understand that for whatever reason, like, the Brazilian government doesn't like having cards. I know Konami has an issue trying to get card stuff into like Brazil and Argentina and Chile. I'm sure there's tons more countries down the Uruguay, down that region that I don't know about. You know anything about European? It's like we always blame America for not knowing anything about outside of America, but we don't know much about South America either. We're sorry. Europe Tournament Centre. This will be the 21st of August. Fun fact: this is the day after release in the UK because obviously having stock issues right now. I personally think they should send this back to the 28th of August just to make it a bit more fairer for everyone. You know, release date is the 20th, unless you can physically go to a store or you live close enough to a store that you can actually physically go in and pick up your stuff or open it in there to do your decks that night. Maybe have a game with your compadres. But I think the 21st of August is way too early. If you are going to a pre-release event and you are able to pick up your stuff then, that does give you a week to make the decks and probably play test them a few thousand times if you get a chance to. But yeah, for the average person, it's going to be very hard to get a running BT5 deck out for that point. Oceania, TAC Australia, 28th of August. Again, like I said, it'd be really good if this happened. I think the reason for this is because there's been a lot of issues where Oceania's been crashing into European time because they've had issues themselves, and that's made more and more issues happen over the last 2 events. So I don't really blame them for switching up like this, which is, you know, I think that's really good. But it could have really, if they're going to get their stuff at the end of this month / beginning of August, they could really do with swapping these dates around. France and Spain, BC Corp. Would be nice to know. I don't know if they've actually run an event yet, but again, it'd be nice to know if these guys are going. And Game Trade coming soon again. If these guys can get something going, it'd be fantastic. Format singles constructed, best of 3 games, 50-minute qualifier matches. There will be no token for these matches for these events. Prize list will be for the participants. You'll have yourself Digi sleeves. So these are the ones that you currently get for entering tournaments. So hopefully you can see this. But as of now, they might be changing to possibly say like Digimon 2021 Championship, which I think would be really cool. Nice little memorabilia, especially for those of us playing who are just playing for fun and hoping to be the best. Championship memory gauge. If you've played in the 0-0 tournaments or you've been looking at the store that you buy from, got them in as part of their thank you for joining the BCC core kind of thing. They got these out as well. I'll put a picture in the video just so you guys can see if you're not sure what I'm on about. And then you get the regionals participation pack. Again, I'm not sure if this is like a pack of cards or if this is going to be like maybe like a notebook or something, or just like a little hey, thank you for joining us, we really appreciate you trying to build the community of this card game. But that's something we'll obviously see further down the line. And then event pack ×1. Now this is the reason why I think people are going to really want to jump into this, is because there's obviously a couple of cards in there that are very rare, and because they are so rare, they're going to be worth money. So even just participating and getting the lucky event pack is going to be probably worth more than just like pushing through, for lack of a better thing to say. 2021 finalist card set for top 32, and then championship deck case. So this is what they currently look like. There's a few of these. There's this one. There's a War Greymon. There's a weird one that came out with a 0.0, which is the Japanese structure decks 4, 5, and 6. Looks really cool. I went against someone the other day during the tournament, and they showed me it. It actually did really cool. I was a little bit jealous. There's an Omni one, and there's an Digimon one, and they are very nice. They go for like £40 at the moment, so if you can get yourself one of those for a bit cheaper, go ahead. And then for America only finals invites, I don't understand why this is America only. I think everyone here, at least at champion level, should be getting their invites. It doesn't say it, but I'm hoping that's just a miss action on the update here. 2021 championship card set. So I'm going to presume the finalist card set is a stamp that says finalist, and then champion will have a card set that says champion. Championship playmat, which I think would be really nice. Again, it's probably going to be something very similar to like how the opening of this video was, with just the Omnimon being with like Digimon championship stamped somewhere, and then a booster box. Now I think because this is going over 3 sets for the English release, I think September and August will be BT5. I think October is going to be BT6, so you'll have October and November as Double Diamond, and then December it will be possibly rotated into EX1, just because those are the boxes that are out at that time. I find it very strange that for EX1 era the card game would be getting things for BT5, but that could change all depending on obviously what they have in stock and what they've allocated themselves. And again, important notes in price and details are switch to change. Again, this is why I think this is going to be the thing that changes, because they haven't said like it's a Great Legend or it's a Battle of Omni, because they did previously. Pricing amounts may differ depending on country or region. Again, so it's probably going to be like the top 32 might change. So instead of being top 32, it might be top 16 or top 8 to get these, especially as you go further and further in, as they realise that they didn't print enough. That does happen occasionally. English and Japanese pricings may differ. Again, these could be promos that we're going to get further down the line, but they're going to give it to top 32 and winners earlier as a kind of like, hey, look, a little sneak peek, make these decks better. Now I don't like win more cards, and that sounds really strange, but Yu-Gi-Oh was, and I think Magic's known to do, where like prize support cards are actually very, very interactive in the game, and it makes it a little bit harder for your opponent to be interactive back. But I don't think there's anything currently that's going to be a bit too oppressive, as everything should be going out very soon anyway. What else do we got here? And then pricing shipping net to be announced. Yeah, so this is something that's happened that's kind of weird with the current rotation of prize support for the July Evo event. So the June one basically said, hey, everything's going to get shipped out by the 1st of July, so don't worry about it, everything's cool, everything's great, we got you. And then everything in July's event isn't going to get shipped out till the middle of August / the end of August. So you're going to go nearly 2 months without your prize support, which is a bit weird. But there's obviously reasons for that. And then if we go to the InStore Championships, which if you have a locals and you're part of the community, ask them if they are part of this. I know of 3 stores in the UK that are currently told me themselves that they are part of this, and can I come down and visit? One, I definitely can, because I can actually get there, which makes weird sense if you know where I live. I live in literally the middle of nowhere, and like transportation is awful, so I have to go to like the nearest big city and then go to this place, which is literally the other side of the country, but where I'm actually from. So I'll be going there, and then the others are like up north and I think Devon or Cornwall. But like, yes, they are like spread out through the country, so if you can get yourself to a locals, or if you live in like the mainland Europe and you know a local that actually does do events, just ask them if they're part of this. It's worth doing it, even if it's just going to be for maybe some extra prettier cards. So compete to become your local game store's champion. Join our events for exclusive 2021 store championship promotional items. North American players will play to win a finals invite to this year's championship. Yeah, I don't understand like this part for the North Americans. It's like, why is Europe not going to get the same chance to go to the finals when you just winning at your locals will get your place in the finals? I don't understand where this is coming from, and like, why does it seem like only America and Japan are allowed to do finals? Like, Europe's just going to be here for like prize support. So September 3rd, 13th to October 17th, online. Should be online, it's in store. Singles, constructed, Swiss rounds, no top cut is supported for this event. 60 minutes, best of 3 games. I think this reason here is because they really need to look at doing a little bit longer games because of how people have made the current weird meta decks with red and yellow. They do just drag on, and that's what I think people need to sort of figure out. Like, the worst thing about going against one of those decks is you drawing against them, because you know they've dragged you on until you basically couldn't continue playing anymore. And there's nothing wrong with those decks. Like, it's just ingenuity of people playing. It's just very oppressive to try and play against a deck that's got like 27 security cards, and it's just like, how has this been allowed to be a deck? Prize list, participation, store participation, championship participation pack. I'm going to presume this is going to be very similar to the online version, just maybe have a different stamp. It'd be kind of cool if we get something different inside, but I think it'll be very similar. And then the store championship card set again. So if there's say like 6 cards, you get one for each colour. Then again, I think it'll be the exact same thing as the online event, except instead of saying like online champion, you'll just have like store champion, or it'll be so hopefully a bit different to deteriorate them. So you just can't think, oh no, I don't know if I brought the one that's like, you know, most people can win, or if it's like the win-win one. And then the Americans get the finals invite. Again, I don't really understand why this is a thing, as America has, you know, hundreds of times more stores than anywhere else in the world. So, and this is a weekly thing as well. So if they're getting like 5 weeks of this, every store can have 5 champions, I think, which would mean that you have like 2,000 champions in America ish, and then Europe has maybe like 3, depending on like the events we can play. I don't really understand like what's going on here. I think they need to talk to us about this finals invite thing a bit more, because it just seems very strange. Hopefully they will, as they've been pretty good with us lately about talking to us about things that don't seem to make a lot of sense as a broad scale. And at the end, important notes, please, details are subject to change. Pricing and amounts may differ depending on country or region. English and Japan prices may differ. Finals invites are for North America only. Finals outside of North America are open finals, and finals details to be announced. So yeah, I do think they need to announce what's going on here, just because it's not making a lot of sense. And as someone who wants to play this card game a bit more competitively, I like to know that it's going to be worth me playing competitively. Like I said, if I go out and spend like £600 and I want to build a deck, and that deck's really good, and I start winning championships, and I actually get, you know, I top a couple, and they go, well, actually, finals, like the World Championships weren't for Europe. It's like, well, you need to tell me that a lot earlier, because I spent all this money for no reason. But I'm not being negative, I just want to know what's going on. So, Tamers, what do you guys think? I'm looking forward to this. More price support is better. The more price support we get for things like this just shows that they want us to be more interactive. is obviously doing well. If the card game's doing well, that means Tamers, we're doing well. So, see you guys for the next video, hopefully this week. Hopefully get 2 more out this week. Peace out. You guys have a fantastic week. Hopefully this British summer weather goes away soon, because I can't take this heat no more. Goodbye.